Okay, before I begin today's video, I first like to say that I am a huge Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm a realistic when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not one of these Dallas Cowboy fans that get overhyped, excited every time we get a signing in free agency or the draft. I don't do all that stuff. I look at the X's and O's, I look at the Jerry's and the Joes, and I see what our team could possibly do. Now, if you've been following me before the football season even started, I had mixed emotions about the Dallas Cowboys. I didn't think personally the Dallas Cowboys did enough to take it to the next step. I kept saying that. People were in the comment section saying, well, you're not even a real Dallas Cowboy fan, all right? And they had a very successful regular season, but when it comes to when it really matters the most, they flounder. All they had to do was go to the Patriots. That game was set up for the Dallas Cowboys to win. All Dallas Cowboys had to do was just show up, and they instantly won the game. I don't know. They got lost in translation. I don't know. Maybe they didn't get a good night's sleep. I don't know. Maybe they didn't sleep at a Holiday Inn. Maybe Dak Prescott put the wrong sleep number in his sleep number bed, but they failed all across the board in that game. And the outcome of that game, well, as far as us not, trying to contend for the Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there. Jerry Jones there's been some uncertainty about the future of the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones already said that the head coach, Mike McCarthy, is still on board. And I'm going to be honest with you folks, for a second there, I forgot Mike McCarthy's name. I forgot how Mike McCarthy looks like. I had to do a quick Google check on Mike McCarthy. If you look and say who's the Dallas Cowboys, who's the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy name pops up. His picture pops up, but he's in Green Bay apparel, not even Dallas Cowboy apparel. Okay, but Jerry Jones said that he's okay with Mike McCarthy staying on board. Jerry Jones also said he's got mixed feelings about as far as an extension for Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, I like him as a person. I love him as a player. I also love him as a Dallas Cowboy player. But as far as commander-in-chief, the leader of the Dallas Cowboys, nah. Man, dude, you done had so many cracks at this, and you have failed every time. So this is the true Dak Prescott. Okay, it's not going to get any better. He's only getting older. Okay, when you get older, it's not like you're getting better on the football field. Okay, you start, falling back a little bit. The athleticism that Prescott had 6 or 7 years ago, that's over with. All right. So clearly we can tell Dak Prescott is not the answer. All right. Clearly we can tell Mike McCarthy is not the answer. But there's uncertainty with those two individuals. And the person that you're seeing right now, Jerry Jones, is the reason why we have uncertainty about these two guys. All right. Dan Campbell, he was the defensive coordinator for us, did some wonderful things. But I have to honestly ask you guys, was the defense better because of him? Or was the defense better because it was talented? Okay. But we'll find out what he has when he becomes, because I just found out that he's going to be the head coach of the Washington Commanders. I wish him good luck. That's completely a rebuild over there. And don't be surprised after 3 or 4 years, he's not around. Okay? So that's not even my issue. It's not really my problem. I'm not a Washington Commanders fan. I wish him the best. But there's uncertainty in Cowboy land, in Cowboy Nation. All right? So when you saw a glimpse of possibly a new perspective or a different type of future as far as Bill Belichick landing with the Dallas Cowboys, now, I'm going to be a realist I don't see the combination of Jerry Jones and Bill Belichick coinciding in the same organization. Allow your boy to explain. Jerry Jones is going to look at it from the perspective of we've been there and done that. Okay, I've done that with high profile coaches, and we end up with the same results. So why am I going to have a coach such as Bill Belichick that will want control and power and stuff that I'm not going to relinquish because I'm the owner and the operator of the Dallas Cowboys? I'm not going to give Bill Belichick, I don't care how many Super Bowl rings he have. He can have 20 Super Bowl rings. I'm not going to do that. That's from the perspective of Jerry Jones. Anybody else, including myself, why not? Let's swing for the fences and get Bill Belichick. He has a proven track record. He can help that defense better, make the defense better, as well as get the right personnel for the offense. But if Bill Belichick comes in, I just don't see a situation where Bill Belichick and Dak Prescott is going to be in the same building. Dak Prescott days are numbered. That's not a Bill Belichick type of quarterback. Obviously, they're going to be looking through free agency or through the draft. Trey Lance is still sitting there with the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't even think Trey Lance is one of Bill Belichick type of quarterbacks. But between the two, Dak Prescott and Trey Lance could try to work into the mold of a Bill Belichick type of coach. Plus, his salary is not a lot of money. And they can get rid of Dak Prescott or find a home for Dak Prescott. And now they can use some of that money in the future to build on top of what they have with the Dallas Cowboys. But let's just be frank and be honest. Jerry Jones is not going to have Bill Belichick sign Bill Belichick because he knows that it comes with a huge price that even Jerry Jones can't afford, which is giving up a lot of the influence and the control of the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones is unwilling to do that, and Bill Belichick is just simply not just going to be a head coach. Okay, so therein lies the struggle. Now, Bill Belichick has been in the recent news as far as being the coach of the Falcons. I did not see that happening because the Atlanta Falcons really don't have a lot of talent on either offense or defense. And Bill Belichick has already said that, look, I'm going to a team that's underperforming, that's got talent on both sides of the ball. Hence why he hasn't been signed yet, because how many of those teams out there in the National Football League can you say? The San Diego Chargers, they already have found their head coach. Okay, the San Francisco 49ers, they're not getting rid of their head coach. So it's not that many teams that's hugely talented on both sides of the ball and they underperformed. The closest team for Bill Belichick to coach is the Dallas Cowboys, but once again, Jerry Jones is not going to let that happen. And Bill Belichick probably saying, nah, I'm good because of the Dak Prescott situation. Because Jerry Jones wants to keep Dak Prescott. It's obvious, okay? Even though he's mulling over whether or not he's going to sign an extension. Folks, that's just pillow talk. Jerry Jones is going to re-sign Dak Prescott because, he's one of Dak Prescott's guys. Even though he has publicly said that Dak Prescott rang him through the coals over his contract extension. But that's neither here nor there. Whatever. I've already said that before the football season even started, I didn't have a whole lot of faith in the Dallas Cowboys. And I was sort of wrong. They had a very successful season. For the regular season, they were very successful. In the postseason, their only appearance in the postseason, they fall flat on their face. Okay? But as a Dallas Cowboy fan, are you excited that they made noise in the regular season, or would you have been more excited if they would have been representing the NFC in the Super Bowl? And I feel like if you want to get to that level, you need that type of coach, a Bill Belichick. But is Jerry Jones going to do that? No, Jerry Jones not going to do that. So I'm telling you, Dallas Cowboy fans, unrealistic Dallas Cowboy fans and realistic Dallas Cowboy fans, prepare for another uncertainty for next season. And I don't see the Dallas Cowboys changing anytime soon, unless, and I'm not wishing death on anybody, that unless Jerry Jones just retired from the Dallas Cowboys and let his family run it. But I feel like the only way the Dallas Cowboys are going to turn around, unfortunately, if Jerry Jones is retires or if Jerry Jones is no longer here on the planet Earth. I'm not wishing death on anybody. I'm just saying, as a Dallas Cowboy fan, prepare for more of the same. Basically, prepare more for the same for next year and the year to come, because of the uncertainty of what Jerry Jones wants to do with this team. You have to be a quick thinker on the dime, and you also have to be not scared of making changes. And changes are needed. Changes were needed for the Dallas Cowboys 2 years ago. Okay? So, yeah, that's my retrospective of the Dallas Cowboys, my review of the Dallas Cowboys. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.